Welcome to the in-store setting of CommonWord. Many of you know us perhaps from an email exchange, or internet search, or phone conversation, or virtual book launch, or off-site display, or home mail delivery. And perhaps you've also visited us in person here. With COVID realities, our in-store customer traffic, understandably, has quieted. But our online e-commerce service has nearly tripled, causing us to adjust to new customer circumstances. Although it remains challenging to anticipate what shape new post-COVID realities might take, there are reasons to be hopeful. We entered our new fiscal year several months ago, buoyed by the very encouraging results of a balanced financial statement. This is both humbling and gratifying, given the unpredictability of the past 15 months. I express my thanks to CommonWord staff, who burdened temporary layoff, the adjustments of working from home, and the transitions related to greater online activity. Anita, who does our ordering and payment reconciliations. Anna Sarah, who does our web, phone, and email customer service and processes shipments. And Josh, who works part-time as our graphic designer. I'm also grateful to congregations and donors who have continued to support the work of CommonWord. In addition, our current fiscal year's early financial results have been nothing short of remarkable and offer much hope for the coming months. We are tracking ahead of our record sales pace of 2 years ago. Online sales represent almost 40% of our retail revenue, well above the 14% Canadian average. Shipping demands have nearly tripled. Sale profits from general book sales in the first year's first quarter were up 54.2% from 2 years ago. Voices Together products, key titles like Healing Haunted Histories and Germinating Conversations, in addition to book launches like Growing a Generous Church, and regular Indigenous settler relations titles like Be It Resolved or Unsettling the Word, and niche books like The Vegan Kitchen and Herald Press releases have all contributed to this upturn. And our new website has been critical in helping make these results happen. Although individuals have not borrowed books in the same volume as prior to the pandemic, there are signs that circulation is rebounding. The number of borrowers in April, for instance, was up from 2 years ago, and the number of Mennonite Church Canada congregations who used our library services is about the same. Throughout these past months, we have continued to ship our loans free anywhere in Canada. Historically, we send over half our loan volume to destinations outside Manitoba, and we have a growing ecumenical base. As congregations increasingly find their footing and new rhythms, I expect our resourcing services will grow after the pandemic. COVID, of course, has accelerated our need to make more retail products available online. This trajectory will continue with attention given to specific topics based on what the church and university are engaging, like climate action, intercultural church, and Indigenous settler relations. We also are planning new in-store retail initiatives to replace our former 10,000 Villages inventory. One promising direction is to engage local Indigenous artisans. This has received strong initial interest from an Indigenous advisory group. It is our hope that with Indigenous settler relations literature and possible in-store presentations or storytelling by artisans themselves, these crafts might enable small steps toward relationship and reconciliation that is in concert with CMU and Mennonite Church Canada's own initiatives. Our partnership with Together in Worship continues. We share a database of free Anabaptist digital worship materials collected from within our wider Mennonite Church family. We are in a third summer of university student curation and anticipate the addition of musical, visual, and textual worship resources. This work has been boosted by a significant Calvin Institute grant to help with the visual art curation. As I look forward toward the future of Anabaptist resourcing, The need for faith formation resources that shape our collective identity is greater than ever. We often say that Google can provide 1 million resources, but CommonWord can help provide the right one. Curation, accessibility, collaboration, personal customer service will all be essential in an environment oversaturated with resources. With a flexible web platform, dedicated staff, and a strong commitment from CMU and Mennonite Church Canada, CommonWord is well positioned to be an important resource partner and an aggregate source of well-chosen materials to buy, borrow, or access online. We look forward to the future God has in mind for the church. We look ahead to ways CommonWord can best equip the church toward that future in and beyond the pandemic. And we look for God's continued presence in the discernment, the tasks, and the relationships that give us hope.